Hello out there in YouTube land. We're down here at Jeffrey's machining some #1 sawmill parts. We're making a different collar here. He's parting it off now. We've bored it and counterbored it. And we were drilling it. Here's a couple of the drill pieces to let you see how big they are. He does some serious drilling when he's drilling. He just drop them down there. We're doing the counterbore on this. I didn't like the coupler, so we're redesigning the coupler with some of the parts, some of the leftover parts, some new parts. This is a new part. And then I bought some 6 foot of 2-inch, which is a set shaft. What we're doing here is milling a keyway in it. We're going to use this coupler here, which is the old one that came off. You don't want to be in the picture? And then what we're making over there now is this piece here. And what we're going to do is the counterbore goes into here, and then it'll get put together with the key to line it up on the shaft, and then welded, and then it'll go back into the lathe and faced off, and then there's going to get four holes drilled in, 3 or 4 holes. It really doesn't make any difference. And then there's also going to be a pilot that goes through here that aligns everything. So that's kind of where we're sitting here. So that's the one mill he's got. This one here's a sharpening device for sharpening mill ends. Here's the brake drum machine that we put together, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. We put that together. There's the hot part of a hot pressure washer. Here's the big lathe that we're using right now. There's the little lathe. There's a steady rest that he built that thing. That's how handy this guy is. He built that thing with all these little handles. He built all that. That's his red Dodge that he redid. That's his, I think, 3 or 4 trucks ago that he redid. We're getting down there. We're just parting it off now. And over here he's got this is something everybody needs to have, is a grinder. He has a boiler also, and he heats his shop with a boiler. And well, here's a truck slowly going up there. We put a high heater in there too. There's his alignment rack. Here's his glass bead machine. That's right, good size too. Then we got here's a valve grinder machine. There's a metal brake or something. Yeah, it might be a brake. There's part of his alignment machine. He got a lot of toys. Here's an old style valve grinder machine, just kind of in the way. We'll look at his boiler while we're here. There's some logs down there. We got to see those logs down there. I'm gonna zoom you in there. We're gonna be sawing down here next week, I think, if the weather would. There's a pile of logs. We got to make 1x6 fence boards out of that. So stay tuned. You guys like Jeffrey's mill. I can't get it any sturdier because I'm old and shaky. Now we'll go zoom back in. All right, we're zooming back my way. All right, dump trailer. There's a couple Dodges down there. There was a Dodge after Dodge after Dodge down there. There's a big generator there. Here's his boiler. It's kind of turned off right now. And so the kiln is next to the boiler. This is a kiln. He's got all sorts of computer controls for drying wood. It's all turned off right now, but that's what all that is, all computer controls for the wet bulb and dry bulb. And here's something else. I don't even know what all this stuff is. Anyhow, that's just a quick look around here. We got to get in there and get those parts finished up. Just didn't like the coupler that was on there. Oh, you know, this is kind of interesting. He's also right now in the process of rebuilding a Dodge rear for another truck, and they wanted a Dana 60 in the back of it instead of something. So he just finished cutting down a a Dana 60 and machining the tubes and putting it together, and he's got a great big alignment bar, which is kind of neat. I don't know where they're at in putting this thing together, but that's the rear end that he's setting up and putting together, which I thought was kind of neat. They're have a big tube. It went through a big rod. It went through here, and I think bolted onto the purchase, and then went on through there. So everything was aligned up perfect that they got for aligning these things. And he cut all the. He made these tubes. These are new, and then he had machined out all these welds, because there's 6 of them, and you take them out, and then you pull the tube out. Then he remachined the weld, and then he wanted a different end, so it's got a different end on it. So he put the weld on there. So just kind of another interesting thing he's doing down here. Here's some of his welding apparatus. Got a little bit of everything here. All right, that's it for now. Just kind of showing you what we're working on the #1 mill, a new coupler. Over and out. Bye.